am Marc Jordan, and I was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1948, and I'm a songwriter.
I can't see his dream dying. I'm living in Marina Del Rey.
My idea of perfect happiness is perfect world peace. I have a kind of nightmarish fear that I'll die wired up alone in a hotel room, wired up to some awful breathing machine or something. The person I most admire is Nelson Mandela, because I think for a man to be imprisoned for 20-odd years without bitterness and to come out fully in control of his mental and spiritual faculties to lead a nation is a remarkable thing. I'm very quick to judge people, and I'm not exactly sure where I get that, but I don't like that in myself because I'm often quite wrong. I guess people who are quick to judge other people. Piety. I try not to lie, but if I have to lie, I do it to save somebody's feelings. The thing I most do in excess, I think, is I nitpick when I write lyrics, and sometimes I spend far too much time rewriting and rewriting and rewriting. I would love to live in London, England, and because I love the architecture. I just love the architecture of that city, and I love the congestion, and I love all the shops, and you can walk and stroll anywhere you want. I would love to be able to paint the things I see in my head. All the artists I know play music when they paint, and they really get off in the music, and music has become a bit of a job for me, so I would get to enjoy music and do something I love at the same time. The person I most identify with, I think, is Samson, because like Samson, when I cut my hair in the late 80s, everything changed in my life. The thing I have to do in my life is to stop renovating houses, because it's killing me. It's hugely expensive, and I think I'm allergic to plaster dust, and my wife is going to leave me if I do it again. My children's love is the most wonderful and challenging thing. I would hate to be hated by anybody. My hair stands up when on stage, on end, when I'm singing. People laugh. My cottage. My hero is T.S. Eliot, because he taught me how to write about emptiness in a very intriguing way. A lot of his work, like his proof rock, and his characters seem to be so grappling with a kind of emptiness, a kind of loneliness. The characters in my songs suffer the same malady. I think about him when I'm writing a lot, although, you know, poetry and lyrics are a very different thing, but I think about him when I write. My children's love gives me the most satisfaction, because it's a gift that is given freely, and it's more than I ever thought it would be in my life, and I'm very thankful for it. I think I'm happiest up north, in swimming around with my kids or boating. Well, I never go to work because I'm always at work. I guess inspiration is what I look forward to. I would hate to be in law enforcement, because you have to get up in the morning, catch those criminals. I like to sleep in. My dad influenced me a lot, because he was a singer, a wonderful singer, and so I think I followed in his footsteps a bit. And then also when I heard people like Bob Dylan, I thought, what a wonderful way to live, just writing songs and performing songs. So, I mean, it's a little more complex than that, but That's what I thought when I was young. My greatest achievement, for sure, is getting through life without ever having a job. I'd come back as Harvey Fierstein because he's a beautiful person. Harvey Fierstein's mother. My wife's kiss. Silence. I dislike selfishness and arrogance. I like inclusion and expansiveness. Cheese, because because I was told I had high cholesterol years ago, and my doctor said I couldn't eat any. I couldn't have cheese. I wondered if it was worth living, and I'm glad I decided not to throw myself off the Tappan Zee Bridge, because I'm now on a diet where I can eat cheese. So we have giant wheels of Havarti and cheddar in our cupboards, and I eat them constantly. It's all I eat now, is cheese. My favorite word is the F word, because it means nothing and everything, and I use it for nothing and everything. I use it too much, but it is my favorite word. I would love to receive the most groovy dad award, which is given out yearly by Harvey Fierstein. I always wanted to write hit songs, and I was lucky to write a couple. I would love to. I'd love to have a career as a painter. Very good. I'm on medication. I think of life as a pond, and if you throw rocks into that pond, you have to be very careful about people who are receiving the ripples or who those ripples are going to affect.